Okay, we're looking at the homework for today, and it was called probability. We've been practicing finding the probabilities of different situations, and I just want to mention numbers 1 through 8 might look a little different, but it's still that P stands for probability, and the comma just means and, kind of like in language arts. Instead of putting another and in between a list of things, you would decide to put a comma. So this is the same question as if it said blue and 2, right? In class, I think we showed you what this one looks like. I'll go over it very quickly. So the chances of getting a blue on this spinner, and I know it has to be from the spinner because there's no blue on a number cube, and there's only one section out of my total of 4. So 1 out of 4 are blue. I know that and means to multiply, and then it says 2. I know I'm not looking at the spinner again, I'm looking at my number cube. And even though the 2 doesn't show, it's a 6-sided cube, I know that. There's one number 2 out of 6 sides. All I have to do is multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 6 is 24. I can't simplify. That's my answer. What this means is if I were to spin the spinner and roll the number cube, the chances of me getting exactly a combination of blue and 2 would only be 1 out of 24 times, meaning I'd be spinning and rolling 24 times, and that would only happen the one time. Now, obviously, in experiments, we know that it doesn't always match the theoretical. Okay, I'll go ahead and do number 3. Probability of not blue. So not blue means I'm looking for any other color besides the blue. Red is not blue, red is not blue, yellow is not blue. It's also the complement of blue. So if blue was 1/4, not blue would be 3/4. And I just proved that by counting these over here. 3 out of 4 are not blue. And then landing on a 5 we know is also just 1 out of 6. I would multiply. So for me, honestly, this is what I would do. I would take those two ratios and I would simplify. Some of you are not that comfortable simplifying, but I'm going to show you what that looks like right before I finish here. So the 3 and the 6 are diagonal, which means I can simplify them, meaning is there a number that goes into 3 and is there a number that goes into 6? Of course. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 2 times. So now all I have is 1 times 1 to multiply and 4 times 2, which leaves me with 1/8. And then of course that doesn't have to be simplified any longer. Over here, if you chose not to simplify, that's okay. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 6 is 24. But at this point, you'd have to recognize that the 3 and the 24 have something in common, and you would have to divide by 3, okay, on top and bottom. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So either way you solve, you end up getting the same answer of 1/8.